Micah Parsons. The name echoes across NFL sidelines and highlight reels. One of the most dominant edge rushers in the league today. And yet, here we are, entering training camp with no contract extension in place. The Dallas Cowboys superstar is entering the final year of his rookie deal, and the clock is ticking. When the Cowboys took the field for their first practice of training camp in Oxnard, California, Parsons was there with his teammates. No holdouts. No drama. Just business as usual. But behind the scenes, the contract negotiations remain stuck, stalled, and uncertain. Let's get into it. At 26 years old, Parsons is already an all-pro force on the edge, feared by quarterbacks league-wide. Yet team owner and general manager Jerry Jones recently threw some shade, publicly questioning Parsons' durability after he missed 4 games last season with an ankle sprain. And while those comments sparked some headlines, Parsons stayed grounded and honest. "I don't know," Parsons said when asked about the contract talks. "We'll see how long things take. There's not really much movement, man. I want to be here. I've always stated I want to be here. But at the end of the day, they sign the checks, like always. Let's see if they want me here." That's a pretty clear message. Parsons wants to stay a Cowboy, but he's not going to beg for it. And about those negotiations, Parsons confirmed that his agent, David Mulugeta, has been actively reaching out, not just to Jerry Jones, but also to the Cowboys' senior director of salary cap and player contracts, Adam Prasifka. "My agent has been reaching out. One grown man has to be reaching out himself," Parsons said. "Communication works both ways." They reached out, so that needs to happen too. But here's where it gets real. Parsons understands that the business side of the NFL isn't personal. "If they don't want me here, they don't want me here," he said. "I understand the nature of the business. As far as I'm here and under contract, I'm going to do what I have to do to perform at the highest level. But if this is the end, this is the end." He didn't just say that lightly. He emphasized the importance of taking care of family. Parsons has 3 kids and knows the pressure of securing his future. On the other side, Jerry Jones and the Cowboys need to protect their interests and keep their own family legacy intact. "I got 3 kids of my own, so we all need to take care of our own family at the end of the day," Parsons said. "It's a balancing act between business and loyalty." And the timeline? That started back in January, when Parsons kicked off talks with Jones on January 10th. Yet here we are, months later, and Parsons still doesn't have a deal. When asked if the slow negotiations are frustrating, Parsons didn't hold back. "Honestly, yeah," he admitted. "When you go around the league and see other teams taking care of their best guys, TJ Watt, Maxx Crosby, Myles Garrett, it stings. You wish you had that same type of energy. And that's the thing." Parsons has watched his Cowboys teammates go through their own drawn-out contract dramas this offseason. Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb both eventually signed massive extensions, but not without public back-and-forths from Jerry Jones that dragged on and made headlines. Parsons knows that this delay isn't personal. It's just how the Cowboys do business. "I wouldn't say it's hard to not take it personally when there's a chain of events of something consistent happening over the course of years," Parsons said. "It's not like I'm getting treated differently than anyone else." So what sets Parsons apart? His work ethic, his commitment, and his willingness to be present for his team, even without a deal in hand. Many star players around the league would have skipped training camp under these conditions. Players like Terry McLaurin of the Washington Commanders and Trey Hendrickson of the Cincinnati Bengals didn't report to camp amid contract disputes. But Parsons, he's there, grinding with his Cowboys. "I want to be here. I've always stated I want to be here," Parsons said. "At any given time, they could get things done. I don't think that being at training camp helps me, but I'm doing this for myself and my teammates." Let's talk numbers, because Parsons isn't just asking for a contract. He's demanding to be the highest-paid non-quarterback in the NFL. T.J. Watt currently holds that crown with a $41 million average per-year salary on his new 3-year deal. Parsons believes his production is more than worthy of surpassing that. And the stats back it up. Since entering the league in 2021, Parsons has racked up 330 quarterback pressures, tied for the most in the NFL with Maxx Crosby. He's the only player since sacks became an official stat in 1982 to have 12 or more sacks in each of his first 4 seasons. Simply put, the numbers don't lie. "I feel like I'm the best at what I do," Parsons said. "You can argue whoever, but stats, numbers don't lie. The consistency is there, and availability is there." The message is clear. Parsons wants to stay a Cowboy. He wants to get paid what he's worth, and he's willing to prove it on the field every single day, no matter the contract situation. So where do things go from here? Will Jerry Jones and the Cowboys finally step up and secure one of the NFL's premier defenders? Or will this stalemate push Parsons toward a new team and a fresh start? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, Micah Parsons is ready to perform, contract or no contract. If you're a Cowboys fan, or just a fan of watching greatness, this is one story you're going to want to follow all season long. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more NFL updates, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think the Cowboys should lock Parsons up now, or risk losing him in free agency? Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.